Hi, today I'm going to introduce LANA. She is Head of Business Development Decarbonization Solution at Honeywell, Denmark. She is one of the speakers of our event, Energy 4.0, Today's Vision, Tomorrow's Reality, which is scheduled on 16th June. I have a couple of questions about your presentation, and I just want an overview of your presentation topic. So first of all, could you please briefly introduce your presentation topic?
Absolutely. Hello, and it's a pleasure to speak today with you.
Yes, yes.
We have a number of points that we would like to discuss in this topic, but the topic itself is about O&M efficiency in power industry, and how our power industry of the future will benefit from greater optimization that needs to be achieved in order for sustainable growth in renewable energy and integration solutions. While classic O&M discipline is pretty much bread and butter to a lot of people in the power industry, its ultimate efficiency, and which includes maximum performance, artificial intelligence, machine learning systems, human-centered operating environment, all are a critical factor to both renewable savvy energy companies, utilities, financial investors who are already active in the decarbonization of energy supply globally. Even more so, very efficient O&M is key to competitive performance of the new and upcoming actors that will drive the scale up and deployment of clean energy assets globally over the coming years as we go towards climate and renewable targets worldwide.
Okay. Why do you think this O&M efficiency in power industry is important?
Let me begin by saying that successful and timely energy transition to carbon neutrality is highly dependent on strong investment and business cases, driving success or failure in the deployment of renewable portfolios across regions, countries and continents worldwide. And as such, robust financial performance that is associated with operation of renewable assets is highly important to people that are not only looking at assisting in these project developments, but also looking to operate them for a long time to come. Any energy and as such power asset has two major costs that businesses have to worry about, and that's capital cost, CAPEX, and operating cost, OPEX. While CAPEX depends on the design, engineering, and procurement of the asset projects, it is generally a highly planned and controlled cost that can be affected by several levers, like volume, scale, market competitiveness, are all difficult to optimize, however, are possible to be done that with on a fairly short term scale. Whereas OPEX, the operating cost, depends on the future expectation of the success of the project and its effectively performance, and that is affected by how you operate the asset, which is harder to predict due to the various factors of uncertainty about what the future has to bring about. And therefore, how the asset portfolio is again performing financially to people who are effectively running those renewable assets again will influence the economic benefits on both the private and public sector invested in transition of renewables, and therefore there are different let's say efficiencies that you could achieve if you were to go and maximize across all possible places where you could decrease your risk, your exposure to increased O&M costs. You'd be looking at better performance and therefore doing better during both the, let's say, short-term transition to a different type of portfolio as an investor, as a company who's operating the assets, but also doing better economically on the long run. And we see by now that our sustainability in the energy sector certainly benefits from not only green, but also financially stable.
Yes, thank you. The last question, could you let us know what Honeywell is doing on Energy 4.0?
Oh, absolutely. First of all, we've set a carbon pledge, whereas we are committing ourselves to becoming carbon neutral by 2035 in our operations and own facilities. Not only that, but also we're investing in sustainable innovation by continuing to innovate with products and services that help our customers to reduce their emissions and to quantify and report on those positive impacts as we go forward. We also foster and drive expanded evaluation and engagement with other sources of emissions across our value chain, and we work to reduce them. And lastly, we'd like to see and place ourselves as future shapers in the industry and society globally. And that means doing both what is possible today with mature solutions like renewables and storage, etc., but also actively driving energy transition to a new energy system where solutions like green hydrogen, carbon capture and storage, and novel green fuels are at play.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. I will look for, yes. I will, my pleasure too. I will look forward to see you on 16th of June 2021.
Likewise, looking forward to it.
Yes. Thank you for being with us. Have a nice day.
Thanks. You too. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.